All right, and we are here for Tuesday Bible study, continuing on in Daniel 8. We did a deep Bible study yesterday, and I had a lot of questions, and I put it out on my main channel looking for some answers too. Let's go to that. I don't think we found any. I don't think anybody gave us any responses. No, last comment on our Bible study has been about a month ago. So, help wanted with this study, watch through, I think I said to the end of Daniel. And Dr. Jedi Ubergot Rex, Nintendo Switchcraft. Nintendo in Japanese, the translation means let others control your fate. And Krampus, which is the spirit of Christmas or one of the Christmas deals, pagan deities. And Krampus uses a switch to manhandle the children. And the word pagan means simpleton, country dweller, aka easily misread person, country bumpkin, or civilian, which means incompetent soldier. Octagons equal 33, red stop equals 33, brake pedal equals 33 in Chaldean astrology. All right, very good. I don't really understand much of that. I mean, I understand what he said, and I just don't know how. Obviously, he understands it way deeper than I do. Does he have his own YouTube channel that can maybe teach us some of this stuff? He's got 7 subscribers. Let me see here. Um, hmm. Collection 666 and the Ultraviolet Shaman.
The devil.
All right, so let's God, I act like I'm on my other channel. I'm on my Bible study channel. Sorry.
May I take a look? Yes. That's why I brought you here.
Collection 666, the Ultraviolet Shaman. That's Johnny Depp, who's extremely satanic. That's a long story.
You found it.
All right. Anyway, thank you very much, Dr. Jedi Ubergot Rex. George, a Gator fan. I don't know this channel, but I do believe this might be the best video ever made on YouTube. Good job, whoever you are. Good job. Well, that was awfully nice. All right. And my friend Vicky said, good job on this one. Great subject. We all speculate for sure regarding Revelation 6:4-8. Empire was given unto them over a fourth part of the earth. And she thinks it's not population. She thinks it's a landmass. And she says the Bible speaks of four corners of the earth. I don't see 3/4 of the earth going through nothing other than witnessing war and then realizing the depths of the Antichrist coming to save the earth, when 3/4 of the earth would be like, we don't need saving, we're doing just fine. So you know what I'm saying. I think this is going to be a very, very, very turbulent time, so that the Antichrist has something to actually sell. Even though God sends them all to a strong delusion, I think still everything does play into it. She asked about death, hell, and the grave, and I sent her I thought I sent her. Let's go to main channel, and I'll won't pause. I will let y'all view this also, that when you go to my playlist, you go down to hell. How's everybody doing? I want to try to do a cleaner version. Hell is not eternal torment. I could have swore I gave her that. Will it pop up now as a link? There it is. And yeah. And I'll send it to her on Facebook also. So she's want to know about Lake of Fire, and my hell is not eternal torment really speaks to that. And I told her down there, a sword is a weapon when it speaks about death with the sword. So anyway, that was pretty much it on that. So let's go on with Daniel. So he came near where I stood, talking about Gabriel, if I'm not mistaken, from yesterday. And when he came, I was afraid and fell upon my face. But he said unto me, understand, O son of man, for at the time of the end shall be the vision. So he's talking about the end times, of course. And we knew that it was the Antichrist, the horn, the little horn. Now, as he was speaking with me, I was in a deep sleep on my face toward the ground, but he touched me and set me upright. And he said, behold, I will make thee know what shall be in the end of the indignation. For at the time appointed, the end shall be. The ram which thou sawest having two horns are the kings of the Medes and the Persians. And the rough goat is the king of Greece. And the great horn is that between the eyes of the first king. But yet this is all talking about the time of the end. Now that being broken, where four stood up, it was four kingdoms shall stand out of the nation. So you're talking about how we discussed a while back, when they were talking about four kingdoms. We said it was Babylon, the Medes and the Persians, and then the Greek-Roman Empire as the third, the combination of that, which they just spoke of. And then the Antichrist kingdom is the fourth one. And it sounds like what they're speaking of here. Shall stand up out of a nation, but not in his power. Now that being broken, whereas four stood up, four kingdoms shall stand up out of the nation, but not in his power. And just to see how they might say it, the four prominent horns that replace the one large horn show that the Greek Empire will break into four kingdoms, but none as great as the first. Okay. Like it. His power, though, who is the his? See, I think the his might be talking about the goat, which is the Antichrist. So I'm not sure that the New Living actually nailed that. We can try ESV. They did a better job yesterday in one item. The horn that was broken in place, which of the other four rose, four kingdoms shall arise from his nation, but not with his power. Yeah, that makes way more sense. That way, the pronoun, is referring to excuse me, it's the great horn. Hold on. Yeah, I think what the New Living said is correct. And here comes the Antichrist here. In the later time of their kingdom, when the transgressors are come to the full, a king of fierce countenance. This is the Antichrist. This is Trump. And understanding dark sentences shall stand up. And see, he is out of the Greek and Roman Empire because he's bringing about the fourth kingdom. And his power shall be mighty, but not by his own power, because his power is coming from Satan. And he shall destroy wonderfully, and shall prosper and practice, and shall destroy the mighty and the holy people. Yes, that's the Antichrist. And through his policy also he shall cause craft to prosper in his hand, and he shall magnify himself in his heart, but by peace shall he destroy many. And I think that's because at the end of World War III, they set peace upon the earth because 2 billion people have just been killed. And he's putting a stop to all of that. But who's the many he's going to destroy? That's the sheep. He shall also stand up against the Prince of Princes, Jesus, but he shall be broken without hand. Okay. I don't think I butchered most of that. Hopefully, most of what I told you there was correct. Some of the stuff, when we go back to the beginning, no, I'm thinking of yesterday's Bible study when I referred to the little horn as the little horn of Daniel 7. Little horn. Therefore, the goat he waxed great, and he was strong, and the great horn was broken. And came up four notable ones toward the four winds. That's the four kingdoms. And out of one of them came the little horn. No, we were right. Waxed exceedingly great. That's the Antichrist. Yeah. And he magnified himself. Okay. Now we were right yesterday. It's just very confusing, and maybe it's my old brain that gets very confused. I'll be 60 this summer. All right. So then they took away the stone from the place where the dead was laid, and Jesus lifted up his eyes and said, Father, I thank thee that thou hast heard me, and I knew that thou hearest me always. But because of the people which stand by, I said it, that they may believe that thou hast sent me. And when he thus had spoken, he cried with a loud voice, Lazarus, come forth. And he that was dead came forth, bound hand and foot with grave cloths, like a mummy, and his face was bound about with a napkin. Jesus saith unto them, Loose him and let him go. Then many of the Jews which came to Mary and had seen the things which Jesus did believed on him. Is that from their own free will? No. They were all meant to be where they were meant to be, to see what they saw, to come in on the true belief. And it's not just an emotional decision, your life changes. But some of them went their ways to the Pharisees and told them what things Jesus had done. These were goats, not sheep. Then gathered the chief priest and the Pharisees into council and said, What do we do? For this man doeth many miracles. If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him, and the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation. So they were all thinking about, the carnal things of life. And one of them, named Cephas. Y'all always put me to the test. Caiaphas? Caiaphas or Cephas? It doesn't look like Cephas, but I'm telling you, these things can be difficult.
We are looking at how to pronounce the name of the Jewish high priest who, according to the Gospels, organized a plot to kill Jesus. How do you go about pronouncing his name? Caiaphas.
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 That wasn't what I said.
Caiaphas.
Caiaphas. Did any of y'all have that? Caiaphas. Caiaphas. Being the high priest that same year said unto them, Ye know nothing at all, nor consider that it is expedient for us that one man should die for the people, and that the whole nation perish not. The plot thickens. All right. Any questions, just ask. Love y'all very much. We'll get deeper into this tomorrow, obviously.